hello, Facebook Live. Hello. Well, let's see who's going to come here. Let me invite you all here real quick. Really quick. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? Happy Thursday. It's story time. You know, I always have a story to tell you because I love telling you stories, guys. It's the best way to let you know how it's going over here. Hello. Happy Thursday. My dog is barking. I bet you there's somebody outside trying to deliver something and he thinks he needs to mind other people's business. Hello. How you guys doing? Well, I'm just inviting a few people. If you want to come on, you can. You don't have to, but you can. Hello. And let's see. Hello, Soila, hola. Elizabeth, hola. Hello, guys. Share. Because sharing is caring. I have stories for you today. And do you guys like my new hairstyle? Because I'm loving it. Represent a black goddess. Tell me if you are loving this hairstyle because honestly, I am. I am loving this hairstyle. I just came back from getting my dropping off my son at the airport because he is traveling. Hello. We got to moisturize those lips. How are you guys liking this hairstyle? Let me see. Let me turn around so you can see it. I like it. I like it like that. Yes. Honoring my African roots. All up in here. Okay, so today I want to tell you a story. And the reason why I decided to come on live is because every day is a day where I get to be grateful and thankful to God, the universe, in regards to life and all the things that is happening in my life. And today is no different, right? And for me, I make a big deal about every milestone that Jan Anthony is taking. For me, is so important. And why is it important? Is because Jan Anthony is my miracle child. Not only that, and I'm sure every parent is like that. I'm just sharing my story, right? And why it's so significant for me and why I take it so serious, right? So Jan Anthony was only 3 years old when I was diagnosed with 2 brain aneurysms, right? And Jan was 3. Actually, when that happened, Jan wasn't even 3. He was a little bit younger, and I was still breastfeeding him. When I became a mom, I decided that I was going to breastfeed. Hola, Laura. Welcome. Tell me, where are you joining in me from? I am connecting from Connecticut. I live in Connecticut. I'm connecting from Connecticut. Let me know where you're connecting from. And if you do me a favor, guys, please share this video. And if you do me another favor, you should be hashtagging Unbreakable. Hashtag Unbreakable. If you are watching the replay, please hashtag replay. It's okay. That's what we're doing around here. Okay, so before I became a mom, I had decided that breastfeeding was going to be the route that I was going to take. I didn't want my son or my children to drink either formula or cow milk as babies, and I didn't want my children to eat any type of processed food, right? That was a decision that I made when I was really young. Another decision that I had made when I was really young was that I wanted private education for my kids. Whether if I have one child or more children, I wanted private education. And the reason why private education for me was so important is because early on in my life, when I lived in the Dominican Republic, I experienced private education. And when I came to the United States, I saw the contrast between private education and being in a public school system, right? And for me, I was like, I want my children to experience private education. I want my child to be breastfed. And I also want my child to eat food from home, prepared by me or my mom. That was always my plan. That was always my goal. Yes, Dominican Republic. Yes. So, I made those decisions, and of course, I guided myself by those values because I value breastfeeding. So when my son was born, I breastfed. And when I was diagnosed with the 2 aneurysm, I was still breastfeeding him still. Now, when I had the surgery, when I was first diagnosed, he was still breastfeeding. And of course, because I knew I was going to go through surgery, I went him down and he ended breastfeeding. However, Jan Anthony always had breast milk, and he was always, all of his meals were prepared with breast milk. So for me, that was important. I have breast milk still stored, and we will prepare all his food, whatever he was going to eat was prepared with breast milk. Jan Anthony started drinking or trying cow milk way after he was 3 years old. Actually, he didn't even like it because it's very different. The taste is very different. So the story today is this. When I was first diagnosed with the 2 aneurysm, one of the reasons why the news impacted me so big was because for me, motherhood was the very important step in my life. Jan Anthony was my miracle child, is my miracle child. I had about 6 to 7 losses before Jan Anthony, including a twin pregnancy. And then after Jan Anthony, I had 3 more losses. I lost 1 pregnancy after John, and then I lost Giancarlo's, right? Remember that I lost Giancarlo's when John was 5 years old. But Giancarlo's pregnancy was twins too. I lost the first fetus at the 8 weeks of gestation. And then I lost Giancarlo's at 36 weeks of gestation. And I thought that Giancarlo was going to make it because I was so far along and I was eating healthy. I was eating organic. I was taking care of myself. I was going to the best doctors. I was like, I didn't even have caffeine. No coffee, nothing. Hello, Nidia. Bendiciones. ¿Cómo está, mi amor? So what happened is that I was just taking care of myself fully, very carefully, and very intentionally. Because motherhood for me is very important. I take motherhood very serious. There's one thing about me is that whatever I do, I put passion into the things that I do. And motherhood is part of that. Well, so Jan Anthony was 5 years old when he was 3 years old when I had the surgery. And for me, it was a very difficult news to receive because I was like, how is it that I just become a mom? I am loving motherhood. I was in a really good place in my life. I was just so excited to have this boy in my life. And then I'm going to leave him. And all I want to share with you today is that there was one prayer that I had to pray that helped me empower myself to become unbreakable. Because for me, the most important part was seeing Jan Anthony in different stages of his life and becoming the man that he is created to be. And I feel very, very committed and serious about helping him become that person. Not just by the way that I teach him with my words, but the way that I lead him as a leader, as his mother, as his hero. I make sure Not perfect, because I don't want perfection, but I do the best that I can to be the role model that he needs in his life. So when he's ready to make decisions, so when he's ready to do things in life, he can think about the things that his mother has done to guide him to get where he needs to be. So for me today, it's a very special day, emotional day, not of sadness or because John Anthony is traveling without me, but because I pray to God to please let me see this milestone in John Anthony's life. I wanted to see him to graduate from pre-K. I wanted him to see him go to first grade, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, graduate from eighth grade. And God gave me the privilege to be there for him, to then see him going to high school. Now he's a sophomore. And now at 15, he's going to this massive conference, right, in Washington, D.C., to learn about biotechnology, because he likes biotechnology, he likes medicine, and he's exploring what is the career path and the passion that he wants to find for himself. And of course, I'm going to be here for him 100%, because here is the thing: whatever your parents didn't give to you, which is not, we're not talking about the material stuff. Whatever your parents were not able to do for you, I'm not talking about the sneakers and the shoes and the house and the car, none of that stuff. I'm talking about the legacy of change and transformation. The legacy of change and transformation. I want John Anthony to supersede me, to be so much better than me, to do bigger things in the world and than the things that I'm doing right now. And in order for him to accomplish that, I have decided to be the role model for him. I decided to be the woman that he can look up to as a role model, as a hero. So he understands that he must develop himself every single day to become the best human that he can be. He doesn't need to be perfect, because perfection is not the goal. The goal is self-development and improving ourselves to be better today and tomorrow and yesterday and the day before. So for me, when I see my son conquer these things, means that God heard my prayer. And when I was desperate and I said, God, show me the path, give me life, help me overcome this adversity, put the people around me to help me be alive. That was so important to me. And today, because of my business, because of the things that I'm doing, I get to take this day off to go and drop him off at the airport, sit with him there, and look at him go through that security gate and see him go off and experiencing something amazing in his life. That's what I work for. And I'm sure that's what you work for your children. And it's so important that we do this work, because a lot of times we want to lead and we want to teach our children from the words that we say. But we forget that the most important thing that we have to show them is by our behaviors, because it is our behaviors that are going to set the standards for him, so they can become better than us, so they can do great things in the world. And opportunities for self-development is important, even when kids are really young and really little. Okay? So I want to take this opportunity to be grateful, to just be in a sense of gratitude and appreciation, of love and compassion and grace that God had granted me to be here today. I don't take that slightly. You don't understand. In the morning when I get up and I wake up and I'm able to open these beautiful eyes, the first thing I say to God is thank you, because you have granted me the opportunity to be here one more day. Let me do this day all that I can do so I can fulfill my purpose. What are you asking the universe? What are you asking your creator? What are you asking God? It's all the same, but I'm trying to, right? What are you asking God every single day? What is it? Do you want to be alive? Well, become unbreakable. Decide that becoming unbreakable is the only choice. Because giving up is not an option. Giving up is never an option. The only thing that we get to do is to rise up and decide to be unbreakable in life, in your career, and your business. and then create the kingdom legacy that you were created to fulfill on earth. Because when God told you to come bring heaven to earth, it's because he wants you to create something magnificent, something that the rest of the world can benefit from. So that's the message for today. And I am very grateful. And if you already know me, you know that I'm I'm so passionate for life and for everything that there is available to me. And I want you to get inspired to do the same, to walk the walk that you were meant to walk, to make the decisions that you were made to make, and not let anybody, hello, yes, give me that like, give me that heart, and share this video. And don't let anybody in this world to tell you differently. Because you are worth it. Because you were meant for bigger. Because you were meant to do things that are unbreakable. And things that are amazing. In this book comes the stories of a woman. Some of the stories, right? You can't put everything in one book, right? I would have to write a Bible if I would have put everything in one book. So give me the likes, give me the hearts, give me the thumbs up. Share this video with other people, because you never know who needs to hear a word of encouragement. You never know who needs to hear that voice of inspiration and motivation. We all need something one day, and sometimes those words may come from the person that you least know. So this book is on pre-sale. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. The tickets for the book launch, they're not on sale yet. But if you are a person that like to skip the line, if you like to skip the line, if you want to skip the line, if you're like me, that when something good is going around, I want to be the first one in the line. So I'm inviting you to skip the line if you want to, and register to come to Unbreakable, but that's only in a special kind of conversation that you and I can have privately. So send me a message or send a message to Equipo Soribel, who is my team, so we can hook you up so you can get your ticket before anybody else. By the way, the first 25 people who buy their ticket, they get a special gift. Hello? And you know me. You know it's going to be something special. Okay? You know it's going to be something special. Because this book launch, I have these hands all over it. And every single thing that we're doing, we are picking it with our hands, with love, with care, with passion, with all that there is. So you can have an amazing experience. Because I was meant and I was created to give people experiences. So if you want to skip the line, ask me how, and I can show you how you can skip the line and be one of the first 25 people that can get your ticket and get something amazing and exceptional. Why I'm doing this, skip the line, is because I have received a few messages from people saying like, girl, I want the book. I already ordered the book, but I want to know how I can get to that event. And then I was like, okay, so I can let you skip the line because you are a queen kind of situation. You have that queenish energy. And okay, here it is. Right? Here it is. So if you want to skip the line, please let me know. Let me know if you want to skip the line, because hello, you are a queen and you get to speak the line. And if you are a king and you want to skip the line, ask this queen how you can get your ticket so you can be in the first 25 people who get registered and get a very special gift. And I'm going to tell you, there's already about 11 people or more. 15 people registered. There's not a lot. And this event is not for everybody. So the books are gonna get the tickets are gonna get sold out, and there's not gonna be no space because I have a limited amount of space where we're hosting this. So if you want to skip the line, send me a message. Send Equipo Soribel a message. Equipo Soribel, can you say something so people know? Can Equipo Soribel share the link to the book. You can get the book at www.becomeunbreakable.book.com. If Equipo Soribel, yes, become unbreakable and skip the line. Skip the line. Because some people be asking, and I'm like, oh my God, but the tickets are not for sale. And I'm like, okay, so we're going to do is skip the line. If you want to come and register early, register early. I'm telling you, the first 25 people are going to get a very special gift. I'm not playing. You're going to get a very special gift. And the tickets are regular tickets and VIP tickets. You decide what kind of experience you want. There you go. Become Unbreakable book.com/book. Either way, you will get to that page. Get your book, then come to me and ask me how you can skip the line. Because I love to give you the queen kind of treatment that you deserve. Okay? You get to buy a regular ticket or you can get a VIP ticket. I'm telling you, this is going to be an amazing event. All right. And my team members are going to be there. You're going to meet some of the most amazing people that support me. We have over 10 sponsors that are sponsoring this event. If you are a business owner and you would like to be a sponsor, please send me a message. I will send you all the information. Because listen, you should be bringing your business in front of my audience. Not just the audience that is going to be at the event, but my audience in my social media. SoribelMartinez.com have like between SoribelMartinez.com and SM website, we have over 50,000 visitation last year. I have over $6,000 people that follow me on Facebook. And you get to, depending on the level of sponsorship, you get to have your logo on my website. So, think about that. Yeah. And plus, every sponsorship comes with tickets. If I were you, I would come. This is going to be amazing. All right, I gotta go now. I took my son to the airport. He's on his way to DC to have an amazing event. I am more than grateful that he's experiencing that in his life. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that you guys want to skip the line. So skip the line, just send me a message. And if you want to be a sponsor, be a sponsor. Talk to you later. Besitos, besitos. Adios.